January 24th, 2012. Happy Chinese New Year, everybody. I was thinking this morning about how self-worth can be sorely mistaken for arrogance. Then as I started thinking about it, where does the value of our self-worth come from? And this train of thought was spurred on about trying to describe to one of my elders about values. And when we come on to and what came to my mind was telling a little story. And as it goes, an elder says, I want to introduce you to something new. And then I want you to tell me about it. And the junior comes up and says, well, that's fine. But I understand that whenever I come into contact with a new threshold of endeavor, that I hold back my judgments. My judgments are based on my valuations of things. And as this little story was playing out in my head to describe to him, my elder, how I value things, it came to my mind some webcam video clips on YouTube by John David Ebert on a German philosopher, Heidegger, who used the explanation of consciousness as a clearing in a big forest, and out of the forest comes certain awarenesses. And I was thinking about this and how my mind really does work like that, and how I've thought of that for years. I've even written it down in some of my journals, and it's hard to say definitely that that's the way I lived my life, but I can look back. And the reason why it's hard to say definitely is that, I can use what Heidegger said and apply it to my life and say, oh yeah, that's what I've been doing all along. But I try to look back in my memory and remember certain instances and see what happened, and if I was conscious of what was happening at the time. If I was aware that that's what I was doing. And on some level, there have been many instances where it was just like that. It wasn't exactly, I didn't use the description of a forest and a clearing. It's more like my perspective. I have a range of vision, and things emerge out of the darkness. What's helped me since my youth, see, there were all kinds of ideas about it, but in my youth, I just said it was a lucky guess. I had multiple situations where I would predict what was going to happen to my friends. And they were random circumstances. And I'd say, watch, this is going to happen. Watch, that's going to happen. And I'd blow them away. They'd say, how did you know that? It's a lucky guess. But to me, in my mind, it had to do with the valuations. And if we don't value things, if we don't give things their true value, if we don't see things as they are, then our lucky guesses won't be so lucky. But the thing that enables me to make these valuations is based on something, based on my self-worth, and my self-worth is based on this strange awareness of who I am and why I'm here. Now, there are people out there that are very good at manipulating other people's self-worth to inflate them and deflate them in importance. And this opens the door to tremendous manipulations.